Hammer time!
Oh, it's that magical time. Gather on the TV. Story time about the movies that come out in theaters. Ant-Man and the Wasp is the feature film this weekend.
That's right. Movies That Matter brought to us by Marvel. And if you need a break from the drama and the dire consequences of Avengers Infinity War, this might be a nice little break. Following up from the 2015 hit, Ant-Man and the Wasp comes to us courtesy of Paul Rudd and Evangeline Lilly. Here's a look at them in action.
It's a pleasure doing business with you, Sonny.
So?
Oh, that's fierce.
You know, looking at this clip, this is a franchise that leans heavily on the special effects.
Yeah.
How do they pull off the visual appeal of the movie before we talk storyline?
Well, it's so inventive and clever with the gags they use because they're either shrinking things or they're enlarging them, and that makes for great comedic moments, also some spectacular action sequences, and I love how it was staged. I mean, this stuff here, it looks great. It's always very easy to follow. It's nice steady cam kind of stuff. Even when it gets frantic here where they're changing sizes so quickly, I was always able to follow what was going on, and I love that. And Evangeline Lilly, I mean, this is the, I don't want to call it a breakout role because she's been around for a long time, but she shares as much, if not maybe a little bit more screen time with Paul Rudd, and she's a force in this movie. So this is really an exceptional role for her, and she carries it formidably.
Well, it's a breakthrough for Marvel. First female lead in one of their titles. Do you think this is the future for Marvel movies, to see more of a balance?
Well, we're getting Captain Marvel with Brie Larson. I would hope we're going to get a Black Widow movie still, and you know what? After seeing her in this one, absolutely, let's do a Wasp spin-off. Now, this takes place before Avengers Infinity War, so it does answer some questions that you may have regarding the timeline, and it's overall a comedy. It's probably the closest thing that Marvel has done to a straight-up comedy, and that is, it benefits really well from the charms of Paul Rudd. Michael Douglas has way more screen time in this one than the first one, and I thought he was great. And as I mentioned, Evangeline Lilly, I did have some issues with it, though, overall.
What was the main hiccup?
Well, two of them, the protagonists, the villains in this case, are a little bit undercooked, and there's a couple of them that just seem kind of generic. That's a typical problem with these movies. I don't want to sound like a broken record. And the story is quite familiar. It's got the flashbacks. It's got the de-aging technology with some of the actors in the movie, and it just tells a nice little episodic story, if you will. So there's not a lot of stakes in this one. It's a breezy summer affair, and it doesn't rank among Marvel's best, but it does have some memorable moments. I enjoyed it, and if you're looking for a break from Avengers, this one you might dig.
How many hammers?
3 out of 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for story time.
And there are 2 post-credit scenes. You need to see Infinity War for them to make any sense.
The tradition continues.
That's right.
Okay.